All right, to be conscious of everybody's time, we'll go ahead and get started. My name is Nate Holt. I'm the Graduate Enrollment Advisor for the Global Energy Management Program here at the University of Colorado, Denver. Thanks for joining us today. Today's webcast will focus on the GEM Edge and what's really setting us apart from other programs. So to start off with today's agenda, we'll start off with the program overview and just what the Global Energy Management Program is. From there, we'll spend a lot of time on the GEM Edge and what's setting us apart from our competitors and why our students are choosing the GEM program. From there, we'll move on with student support and onboarding, and this is going into greater detail of the student support that you'll receive as a student. And we'll go deeper into that process. From there, we will spend a lot of time on our early action program. This is a deadline that we have coming up in just 2 weeks. So I'm going to spend some time here as we can talk about the benefits and the incentives of the early action program. From there, we'll go into detail of the application process, and we'll go into great detail of each document that's required for that application process, and provide inside information and tips on how to submit the strongest application possible. After we go through the entire presentation, I will provide the opportunity for any questions to be answered that I may not have answered throughout the presentation. So to get started, the Global Energy Management Program is a Master's of Science degree, 100% focused on the energy industry. And so all of your coursework will be 100% focused on energy. It is an AACSB accredited program. This is the most stringent regional accreditation that a business program can receive. Only 5% of business programs across the world receive this accreditation. Throughout the GEM program, it will be delivered in a blended curriculum structure. So this is the structure between in-class lectures and online format. And we will go into great detail about this structure and the benefits of it. Lastly, I want to mention our strong partnership with the energy industry. And the program was developed and founded by energy executives to provide that bridge that gap between energy education, and industry itself. To provide a few quick facts about the GEM program here, our first cohort started in 2009. Here in January 2017, we will begin our 17th cohort. 13 cohorts have graduated to date. We are extremely excited to say that we now have over 300 students and alumni spread all across the globe. And as you can see below with the countries of citizenship, we are a global program and we do have students come from all over. And this reach just continues to grow by each cohort. So I did want to touch into the early action program really quick here. We will go into greater detail later on in the presentation. But our deadline is coming up in just 2 weeks, and this is an opportunity for ambitious applicants to take advantage and receive additional benefits by applying earlier in the term. So just to be aware that we will touch deeper into this later on, but this is a big emphasis that the webcast will go over today. So the GEM Edge, this is essentially what our students are telling us why they chose the GEM program, and aspects to the GEM program that make us different than other programs around the country. So to start off with that GEM Edge, I wanted to go into greater detail about that blended curriculum structure and the first 4 days of that structure. So this blended curriculum structure is essentially the first 4 days of each quarter are here in Denver on campus. And then after those first 4 days, your entire coursework will be completed online. So it will be a Friday through Monday. You'll receive your in-person lecture time, so you'll be able to connect with your faculty and with your classmates, being able to build relationships and gain that valuable in-class learning structure. But these cohort weekends are a lot more than just those first 4 days. So included in these cohort weekends, you'll have the option to go on site tours. And this is typically the Thursday before those cohort weekends. And you'll have the possibility of going on rig tours, solar farm, wind farms. And this is an opportunity to expand your energy knowledge and your energy expertise into different sectors that you may not have experience in now. We will also be very heavy into social events and networking opportunities with alumni, your classmates, faculty, and other cohorts as well. And examples of these social events, we do happy hours, we do Colorado Rockies games, we'll go bowling. And this is just an opportunity to get to know your classmates and the GEM network and the GEM community greater outside of the classroom. And lastly, what we're really excited about is our Executive in Residence program. And I'll go into great detail about this in just a couple of slides. But this is an opportunity for our students to gain experience and insight from energy executives across all sectors. So after those first 4 days, our students travel home, and the remaining 10 weeks of their course are all online. So this is what is giving our students the possibility of obtaining a high-quality graduate business degree while still continuing their degree or their career and continuing on with their day-to-day lives. So those remaining 10 weeks, we want to touch into a little bit of that structure and what you can expect from that, because this is a question that we do get a lot from prospective students. So those 10 weeks will be highly interactive. So you will be in constant communication with your faculty and with your classmates as well through group projects and discussion boards. It will be instructor-led, and you'll have high accessibility to your faculty as well through virtual office hours, and you're always allowed to schedule appointments with them and reach out to them whenever you need. It's going to be extremely inclusive and collaborative, so you'll be in constant communication, and you'll never really feel like you're alone throughout that program or throughout those 10 weeks. You'll always know who you can reach out to, whether it's your classmates, whether it's faculty, or whether it's here in staff as well. And lastly, this online structure is going to be asynchronous. So this is what allows our students to be able to complete the entire program from anywhere in the world, because you're able to complete it on your own time, so the time zone's not going to matter. You'll have deadlines that you have to meet, so you structure your schedule and you're able to commit your time that you have available when you are available. Now that we've gone through those cohort weekends and that blended curriculum structure, I want to go a little deeper into the curriculum itself. So the structure is going to be a total of 12 courses, 36 credit hours. You'll have 8 core courses, 3 electives, and 1 capstone course at the end. So these core courses are going to be very similar to that of an MBA, but the difference is that it will be 100% focused on energy. So it'll be focused on the current environment of the energy industry and diving deeper into how these energy companies operate. The electives really provide you the opportunity to customize your experience to get what exactly you're looking to get out of, whether that might be more of a finance background, more of a marketing background, or renewables, or even more of a global perspective. So with those travel courses that you see here on this slide, I really want to go into those because this is really a unique opportunity for our students to gain a global perspective and really add value to the program. So the Washington, D.C. course is offered each spring, and this is going into domestic policy and being able to travel with your classmates to D.C. And do a number of different visits and tours throughout those 2-3 days while you're in DC. And then the London course is offered each fall. And this is a week-long course that you're in London and focusing on global policy. So this is really a great opportunity for our students to gain a global perspective in the energy environment and just really take advantage of all that we have to offer here at GEM. The combination of those two courses would combine for one elective, so that is an opportunity for you to look into as well. Next, I want to go over our competency model. So our competency model was developed by our executive director, Jim Marchiori. He has 30+ years of experience in career development and succession planning in the energy industry. And essentially, our competency model is digging deep into what the core competencies are of the GEM program and what you'll walk out of as a graduate of the GEM program. So those key components are leading and managing, really developing those leadership and management skills and leading your team successfully. And next is the business acumen and being able to make sound business decisions for your company and being able to add that business expertise to your energy expertise. And lastly is expanding on your current energy expertise and growing, because it is all energy and it will be focusing on all sectors. So this is really adding value to our students because they're no longer just one-dimensional in their company. They're able to have a perspective from all sectors. If you're interested in reviewing the entire competency model, please reach out to me after this presentation and I'd be happy to send you the entire document. I'd also be happy to schedule a time for you to discuss this with our executive director, Jim Marchiori, and he can talk with you about your situation and how the GEM program aligns with your goals. Now we'll go deeper into that executive in residence program. So the executive in residence program is an opportunity where there will be 2 energy executives each quarter here to provide insight from their experience, giving you a view from the top and giving you insight and access to high quality energy professionals that will be able to really provide value to your master's degree and to your career right away. So with this executive in residence program, the access that you'll have to these executives will be individual meetings. So during these cohort weekends, you can schedule one-on-one meetings with them where you're able to gain insight from them and ask them questions and be able to get advice from them and network with them as well. You also have the opportunity to go on small group lunches with them and spend time with them in a group setting where they're discussing. These are a lot of fun because they're talking about their experiences and their stories that throughout their career. And then also on top of those individual meetings and group lunches, they'll also be giving lectures during those cohort weekends and providing insight into your coursework and your current topics. And lastly, they'll also be available to provide project consultations for you. So with your group projects, through your coursework, you'll be able to reach out to them for any advice or any suggestions that you need from them to be able to take your project to that next level. This is a question that we really get a lot on, and it's our proven career advancement. So we're asking, where is this program going to take me? You can see this list below of examples of students in the past of where they started off when they began the GEM program and where they left the program in. So 60% of our students are being promoted within the first day of class to 6 months after graduation. And 60% of those students are receiving a salary increase, and 34% of those students are receiving a significant salary increase of 10% or more. So you can see the value added to the program where there's proven success right away for our students, that this is not something that you wait for your graduation and to reap the benefits of. The program is structured to align with industry, so you're taking what you're learning from day one and providing it to your career and adding value right away. And that's something that our students really talk highly about, is how much the curriculum does portray to their career and how they're able to take what they're learning in the program directly to their work. So next is another question that we do receive quite a bit is, where are students coming from? Where do we see them coming from locally, regionally, and internationally as well? As you can see, as I've said before, it is all energy. So this is an example of employers of our students and alumni in 3 sectors, oil and gas, renewable, and then power and utility. And you can see a wide reach. And something to keep in mind here is these are the students and the alumni that you'll meet throughout the program. This is the experience that they'll come in with, and potentially these are doors that open for you as well as you build those networks and continue to grow in your career and through the program. Next, I want to go over the student support and onboarding you receive. So this slide will take you from once you're accepted into the program and those next steps following before you get started. So upon being accepted into the program, our student services manager, Michelle Motley, will reach out to you for your next step to save your seat and register for classes and make sure that you are all prepared for January 14th, 2017, the first day of classes. But I want to go a little more into the student support aspect, because this is a unique aspect that the GEM program offers you, and is that you will constantly have a point of contact. If you ever have any questions or anything that you need answered, you always have a point of contact to reach out to make sure that and to ensure that you have personalized support throughout the entire program. So coming up here shortly for our local students is our GEM Preview Day. So this is for an opportunity for prospective students to get a firsthand experience of the GEM program. You can see the schedule of events on Friday, October 9th. It'll start with a breakfast with current GEM students. From there, you'll have 2 opportunities in the morning and the afternoon to observe classes, to get that feel of those cohort weekends and to see how those classes are structured and how they're delivered. And also at lunchtime, we will be offering a faculty and alumni meet and greet lunch at Ocean Prime here on Larimer Square. No cost to you. This is an opportunity for you to discuss with alumni of the program, faculty, and ask questions. We'll have a presentation, and you get lunch out of it as well. If you're interested in this, feel free to reach out to me. I'll walk you through how to register for this day. You do not have to attend everything if you're not available. You can just attend what you're available for. So yeah, if you are interested, feel free to reach out to me, and I'd be happy to get you all signed up for that. I've discussed this multiple times earlier in the presentation. So this is our early action program. And I really want to emphasize this as our deadline approaches October 5th, exactly 2 weeks from today. So this is an opportunity for applicants to submit their entire application and reap additional benefits just for applying earlier in the cycle. And also showing our admissions committee that you are serious and you're motivated about achieving your graduate school goals. So with this early action program, I'll go over the benefits. So you will receive your admissions decision within 2 days of your admissions interview. And this is really a big deal because this is allowing you to get everything set and to prepare, and you're not sitting there for 2-3 weeks waiting for your admissions decision. We're getting right back to you so you can talk with your employer, you can talk with your family, and you're really preparing yourself, and it just allows you to be as prepared as possible. You'll also receive an automatic book scholarship for all required textbooks for the first 2 quarters. And this is really nice because as you are first getting started, this is one less thing that you have to worry about is ordering your books. They'll be there for you, ready those first 2 quarters. And it's just one more thing that's taken care of for you. And it's really a nice benefit for this. This also puts you in a great position to submit a strong early application for our new student scholarship. That's a $4,000 scholarship. That deadline is November 15th. So this is just putting you in the driver's seat to submit an early application and providing you with plenty of time to submit an extremely strong application for that scholarship as well. This also gives you a great amount of time to disclose your acceptance status to your employer to allow you to leverage the maximum amount of tuition reimbursement as possible. On top of all these benefits, what this is really doing is it's demonstrating to our admissions committee that you are a serious candidate and that you're seriously considering the GEM program and you're motivated as well. We are a selective program that has a rolling admissions process. So essentially we are a first come, first served basis as qualified applicants come through. So the earlier you apply, you're securing your seat. So this is something that we definitely emphasize and highly suggest starting that application process as soon as possible. If you're considering the GEM program at all, we do suggest starting this application process as soon as possible. Now that we've gone further into that early action program and that deadline, just 2 weeks that your application must be fully submitted by October 5th, I want to go greater into detail about the application process itself and the documents and how to tailor those documents to submit the strongest application possible. So to start off, there will be an online application. There is a $50 fee for domestic students and a $75 application fee for our international students. On top of that, there will be 4 essay questions in that online application. The purpose of these essay questions is to get to know you better and to get to know what your goals are, what you're looking to get out of the program, and where you see yourself in the future. This is just an opportunity for our admissions committee to really get to know what you're looking for out of the program and who you are. Additionally, we will need a current resume, and this is something that I want to spend a little time on. Just the way that you structure your resume for your application. So with our applicants, we are going to look really highly into your energy experience. That's what's going to be most valuable for you in this program, and that's what we're really going to look into. So we do suggest really emphasizing all energy experience you've had throughout your career and really showcasing everything that you've done. It is an energy-based program, so that's the way that we want to see your resume tailored. As far as GMAT scores, we do require official GMAT scores. However, this can be waived due to energy experience. So with 5+ years of energy experience, your GMAT requirement is automatically waived. And with 3 to 5 years of energy experience, you have the option of applying for a GMAT waiver. And this application includes unofficial copies of your transcript, a current resume, and a 1-page letter demonstrating your education background and your work experience and why you believe you're qualified for the GEM program and why the GEM program will benefit you. This is something that if you have any questions about, feel free to reach out to me. We understand that every student's experience is a little different, so if you have any questions about that, I'd be happy to talk with you more about that. On top of the GMAT scores, we will look for 2 letters of recommendations. We will look for professional references. Preferably, we would like to see 1 supervisor. And with these references, we are just looking for insight of what it's like to work with you in a group, dig deeper into your energy experience, and their overall evaluation of what it was like to work with you or to work with you currently. I also need official copies of your undergraduate transcripts. We'll need copies of transcripts from all colleges and universities that you attended. You can either have these mailed in hard copy or you can have them electronically sent to me as well. If you have any questions about this, again, I'll have all my contact information afterwards, and feel free to reach out to me. For international students, we do require official TOEFL scores. This is for international applicants only. If you have any questions about this, I'd be happy to discuss this with you because every student is different, and this requirement can change depending on your education background and your experience. Lastly, after you have submitted your entire online application, I'll reach out to you to schedule an admissions interview with our admissions committee. And this is essentially one last time for our admissions committee to get to talk with you and really get to know you better and what your goals are and what you're looking for out of the program, to make sure that you're a good fit for the program and that also the program is a good fit for you. On top of the opportunity for our admissions committee to get to know you better, it also provides an opportunity for you to get to know us better and to get to know our team better as well. So now that we've gone through that application process, take advantage of that early action program now. You still have plenty of time to submit your entire application. To start that process, the first 3 steps to really get the process going and make sure that you get everything in by that October 5th deadline, I would suggest starting that online portion. You can log in and out of it, so it will ask for a username and password, so you don't have to do it all in one setting. I would also highly encourage you to reach out to your references and to request your transcripts from all your universities and colleges as well. I suggest this because these are the 2 main components that aren't completely in your control. So the earlier that you reach out and request these documents, the more time it provides them to come in. Now that's the entire presentation I have for you today. I want to provide the opportunity for our students to come and ask any questions during our Q&A session right now. So. As we're waiting for a couple questions to come in here, I wanted to go over a couple deadlines that we have coming up on top of that early action program. We have our new student scholarship application deadline, as I said, is November 15th. Our full-on application deadline is December 15th, 2016, and that first day of classes is January 14th. So we do have a couple questions coming in here now. And the first question is, what is the main difference between this program and an MBA? That's a really good question. So if you're looking at multiple different options and you're wondering what that difference is, the difference is going to be the focus of the curriculum itself. So all of your coursework will be 100% focused on the energy industry. So rather than just a general MBA where your classmates are coming from all industries and it's a broad focus on business itself, you are focused in the energy industry and all of your classmates will come in with relevant experience and be able to add that value to the program with you. Another question we got in is, how soon after the application is submitted would you expect an admissions interview? So this is a really good question too. So once we receive that entire application, I'll reach out to you within that day to be able to schedule that admissions interview, and we'll schedule a time that works well for you. And this admissions interview is just done over the phone. Another question that we have coming in is, do other programs similar to GEM have an executive in residence program that gives me the opportunity to ask executives from all sectors of the energy industry? And this is a really good question. And the answer is no. This is a really unique opportunity for our students to gain experience from executives from all sectors. So you're not just meeting executives from oil and gas or renewables or power and utilities, you are meeting executives and gaining experience from executives from all sectors. Another question here. So another question coming in is, what is a typical background of a strong applicant have? And this is a good question. And as I mentioned in that application process, we really do value that energy experience. And so the standard background of our students are coming in with 5+ years of energy experience throughout all sectors. They're highly motivated and they are looking to take that next step in their career. The average age of our student is 34, so they are in the midst of their career, really looking to take that next step up. And another question we have here is, what type of career advancement and promotion stats do you have for your students and alumni? As I discussed on our career advancement slide, with these stats, our proven success rate is that our students from the first day of class to 6 months after graduation are receiving a promotion. 60% of those students are receiving a promotion within 6 months after graduation. And 34% of those students are receiving a high salary increase of 10% or more. I'd be happy to discuss this with you on a personal basis. If you have questions about your situation, I'd be happy to talk with you. I'd also be happy to connect you with our executive director, and where that's his career experience, and we can discuss that further as well. A few more questions coming in. Do you have to come from an energy background to be considered for admission? This is a good question as well, and the answer is no. We do have a few students each cohort that come in with strong with strong professional backgrounds that aren't in energy, and they're looking to use this program to leverage their way into the energy industry. So that is a really good question, and we do have a number of students that come in from different from different industries from all over the world. Another question, got time for 2 more questions here. Has your program evolved since 2009, or has it stayed pretty much the same through all the cohorts? And the answer is, our program is constantly evolving. We are constantly looking for ways to grow and add more value to our students' experience. Some few examples of that are our travel courses, our executive in residence program, just the social events. So everything that we're doing, each cohort, we're looking to find ways to improve our offerings and improve your student experience overall. Another question coming in is, can you tell me more about the GEM faculty? And this is, I'm glad you brought this up, because this is very important to the quality of the program. So all of GEM faculty will be coming from industry, and they're providing their current energy experience. They're in the energy industry with you. So it is not your standard full-time academia that's teaching your courses. They're energy professionals that are in the industry with you, that have extensive energy experience, that are also highly qualified to teach these courses. And the majority of our faculty have been with us since 2009. So that says a lot about what they think about the program and the quality of the program as well. And if you have any questions about specific faculty, I'd be happy to talk with you and dig deeper into that. And then one last thing on top of the faculty that I want to touch into And this also goes back to how our program has evolved is our connection with Right Management. And this is a career management resource for all of our students that they'll have access to and be able to connect with and seek advice, whether that be through new career opportunities, building resumes, structuring your LinkedIn profile. So this is just an additional opportunity for our students to take advantage of throughout the program. So that is all the questions that we have come in, had come in. I want to thank everybody for their time. And again, please take advantage of that early action program. I'll be reaching out to everybody that's registered for the program or for this webcast in the next couple of days, and we can follow up on any questions that you have. Again, feel free to reach out to me at any time. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.